Hi Starfish friends, it's Miss Ainsley here. Welcome to our final read aloud for Beach Week. This is our 5th story today, and I have something a little different. It is a little chapter book, so it's broken into 3 really short chapters that we're going to read together today. And it is called Henry and Mudge and the Forever Sea. Henry and Mudge was one of my favorite series of books when I was little, and I'm really excited that I get to share this with you today. So we have Henry here. He's a little boy, his red hair, and he is building a sandcastle using some seashells as decoration with Mudge, and Mudge is his big, giant, 180-pound puppy. And he gets into a lot of silly adventures with Henry. So Henry and Mudge are the best of friends, and it looks like they're going to take a trip to the sea in our story today. This story is by Cynthia Rylett, and the pictures are by Susie Stevenston. Have you ever taken your doggy on a trip with you, either in the car or on vacation? They like to join us on all of our adventures. So I was wrong. This is 4 little chapters, not 3. 4 little chapters. Our first chapter is called To the Beach. It was summer vacation, and Henry and his big dog Mudge were going to the beach. Mudge had never been to the beach. So here we have Henry's dad over here. He has a mustache and red hair and wearing a little sun hat. There's Henry carrying his beach towel. And here's Mudge over here with his little bag. He's wearing a red bandana around his neck, and he looks like he is super happy to be going on vacation. Henry promised Mudge that he would like it. "You'll like the waves," he said, "and the sandcastles, and the shells. Oh, but don't drink the water," he warned. "Too salty." Yuck. We don't want to drink ocean water. They went in the car with Henry's father. In Henry's beach bag were green goggles, a yellow bucket, an orange shovel, and a dump truck. So there's Henry talking to Mudge, telling him, "Don't drink that water." And here's Henry's beach bag. Green goggles, a yellow bucket with a starfish on it, an orange shovel, and a little red dump truck. What else are they going to take to the beach with them? They better have some sunscreen and sunglasses. That's important. In Mudge's bag was a blue bowl, a jug of water, half of a bone, and a tennis ball. In Henry's father's bag was a book about seashells, 6 beach towels, and a red rubber lobster that he liked to bring along. Here's Mudge's bag, his water bowl, a little half a bone that he can eat as a snack, a jug of water because it's super important for puppies to stay hydrated, and a tennis ball so he can play. Here's Henry's dad's bag. He has got his little reading seashell book there. 6 towels, 1 for him, 1 for Henry, 1 for Mudge, and some extras. And the rubber lobster, that's a little bit silly. Dad's bringing that along. I don't know what that's for, but maybe we'll find out later. Maybe they can play with it on the beach. They sang sea songs all the way. Henry's father said, "Yo ho ho," about 100 times. Henry acted like he was a shark. Mudge just sat and wagged his tail. They couldn't wait to get to the beach. Here they are in the car. Henry's dad is singing. Henry's pretending to bite Mudge like he's a shark. And Mudge is just happy to be along in the car ride. If you have puppies, I bet they love to be in the car. My doggies like to take car rides too. Now we have Chapter 2, The Forever Sea. "Hey, I see it!" Henry shouted. The ocean was waiting for them. It was blue and white, and it went on forever. Here they are at the beach. You can see the ocean there and all the people laying out on the sand. Let's see what adventures they get up to here. Henry's father honked the car horn. Beep, beep. Mudge barked. Woof! They parked the car and ran for the sand. Mudge got there first. He ran right to the water. Splash! Here they are running down the sand dunes. And Mudge jumps right in the ocean to cool off. His toes were probably super hot from that sand. Henry was second. Splash! And Henry's father was third. Splash! They're making big waves there. Do you like to splash in the water when you take a bath or swim in the pool? The white foam rushed around their legs. They laughed and hopped and ran. A big wave knocked Henry down. Uh-oh. He rolled all the way back to the shore. Do you think Henry's okay? Here they are playing. And then Henry gets hit by that wave. That hurts sometimes. Definitely surprises you. And Henry rolled all the way back to the shore. I hope he's okay. Let's see. Wow, said Henry. He got up and ran back in. Oh good, Henry's all right. Henry's father rode the waves like he was a surfboard. Henry's all right. There he is in his little purple swimming shorts. He got up and ran back in, and Henry's dad is pretending to be a surfboard. He's riding the waves on his tummy. That's pretty funny. Henry's dad rode the waves all the way back to shore. Wow, he said. He got up and ran back in, just like Henry. Mudge was not as brave as Henry and Henry's dad. He just ran along the edge of the ocean. He stayed out of the big waves. Mudge is a little bit scared because he's never seen the ocean before, right? There's Henry's dad. He's all soaked from riding those waves. And here's Mudge running along the ocean. You can see his little puppy paw prints there in the sand. Looks like Henry and his dad are playing with that lobster in the water. But Mudge still got so wet, he looked like a whale with legs. They all played for a long time. See, Mudge is a super, super big puppy, so he does look like a whale. And there they all are playing in the water. They probably got Mudge's tennis ball out. They had that lobster earlier. They look like they're having a really fun time. What's your favorite thing to do at the beach? Do you like to swim in the ocean? Or do you like to build sandcastles? Or maybe you just like to lay in the sun and tan or take a nap. That's what I like to do at the beach. Chapter 3 is called Brave Dog. Oh, it's lunchtime now in our story. For lunch, Henry and Mudge and Henry's father walked to a hot dog stand. This reminds me of Harry and the Sea. They had a hot dog stand there too. So there's Henry's father with a beach towel, and Henry and Mudge, and they're waiting to get some hot dogs from this nice lady at the hot dog stand. That's a good lunch to eat while you're at the beach. Henry had a hot dog with ketchup. Henry's father had a hot dog with ketchup and mustard and onions and coleslaw and chili and cheese. Yuck, said Henry. My goodness, that's a lot of toppings. Mudge had 3 hot dogs, plain, all in one gulp. What toppings do you like on hot dogs? Do you like them plain, like Mudge? Ketchup, like Henry? Or a bunch of toppings, like Henry's dad? Here's Henry's dad's hot dog. That one looks silly. Look, it's got the onions and the coleslaw and the cheese. And then you can see like some drips of ketchup That is a lot. And there's Mudge swallowing 3 hot dogs in one gulp. Gulp. After lunch, Henry and his father began to build a sandcastle. Henry made the moats. Henry's father made the towers. Mudge made himself a nice bed and went to sleep. There's Henry and his dad working on the castle. And you can see Mudge is curled up next to them. He has had a worn out day. He is tired. But it was his first day at the beach, so that makes sense that he's sleepy. When the sandcastle was finished, Henry's father stuck his red rubber lobster on the tallest tower. Then he and Henry clapped their hands. Yay! Suddenly, a giant wave washed far on the sand, and it covered everything. It covered the moats, and it covered the towers. Uh-oh. What happened to their sandcastle, guys? Look, it looked so nice, decorated with the shells and the lobster. And now the wave came and knocked it over. That happens sometimes, but it's sad because they worked so hard on it. What's going to happen? That lobster might be in trouble. The water-covered Mudge, who woke up. Oops, said Henry. Hey, save that lobster, cried Henry's father. The water was pulling it out to the sea. Uh-oh. Who's going to jump in and get the lobster? It's floating away from them. Do you see that? Mudge ran and jumped into the waves. He caught the lobster before it was lost forever. Good dog, said Henry's father. Brave dog, said Henry. They all had cherry snow cones to celebrate. Here's Mudge going in to get that lobster toy. And he was so brave to go rescue it for Henry and Henry's dad that they all got snow cones there to celebrate. Snow cones are a great beach treat too. I wonder what kind of flavor you would like to have a snow cone for. I don't know if I would want cherry, that's not my favorite, but I do like snow cones. Our last chapter is called Goodbye Crab. At the end of the day, it was time to say goodbye to the ocean. Here they all are sitting on the beach. The ocean is like a green color now because the sun set. It's the end of the day. Time to go home. Henry and Mudge and Henry's father walked along the sand, watching the orange sun set, watching the water sparkle green and yellow. Suddenly, a crab popped out from under the sand. It came up sideways, very fast. So fast that Mudge nearly stepped on it. Oh my goodness, you don't want to do that. Crabs pinch you. There they are, walking along the sea. There's Mudge and that crab. He does not want to get pinched. That would hurt. Look out, Mudge, Henry said. Mudge stopped and put his nose to the sand. Sniff, sniff, sniff. The crab looked at him, and he looked at the crab. I can't tell if that's the front of the crab or the back of the crab, said Henry's father. There's Mudge checking out that crab. Then Henry's dad bends down to take a look. Suddenly, the crab ran sideways away from them. Mudge chased it. It popped back under the sand. Henry looked at the crab's new hole. Wow, he said. Wow, said his father. Mudge stuck his nose in the hole, but nobody came out. The crab is gone. It ran away. Since we can't have crabs for dinner, said Henry's father, I guess we'll have another cherry snow cone. Henry cheered, Yay! And hugged him. As they walked down the sand, Mudge stuck his nose into every little hole he saw. Here's Henry hugging his dad because he's really excited about those snow cones again, and Mudge is trying to look for that crab. But nobody ever came out. So, There's Mudge, still looking, and Henry and his dad have those cherry snow cones they're enjoying. That is the end of this story. Henry and Mudge had a great day at the beach, and Henry's father tagged along with them. They ate snow cones, ate hot dogs, found a crab, built a sandcastle, and played in the ocean. Lots of things happened on their adventure. What was your favorite part of the story? And what do you like to do at the beach? Alright, I enjoyed reading with you guys. If you liked Henry and Mudge, you can check out some of their other adventures because it's a whole series. And I look forward to seeing you next time.